What's up, everybody? This is Nems. We are playing Hearts of Iron 4, and we are the German Empire. Welcome to Kaiserreich. Yeah, let's unpause. I'm still kind of getting settled into this. We are way negative in political power, but we are working on the aftermath of Black Monday. Our next choice we're going to have is either we can go liquidate unprofitable states, which removes the civilian factory. Alright, France shows its true face. But then would lead to replacing Black Monday with the Groner Plan, which is national unity, remove recruitable population, factory output goes up, construction speed goes up, resources to market goes up. Or the investitions program, which basically gets national unity, production cap, factory output, and construction speed. So that might be the better way to go. I do not like the idea of reducing our recruitable population even further, but a lot of factory output too. Maybe we'll go down that way. Alright, the aftermath. I gotta figure this out right now. Well, we're going this way. We're gonna liquidate. Yeah, we got rid of Crete. That's the thing we did. So you boys, you're gonna come up to that army, and you can just go, I guess, where there? Oh, I gotta go back down to there. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. You go there. It's gonna be a long trip, but you'll get there. Alright, what do we want to make more of? Let's go ahead and get our support equipment going pretty good first here. Do that'll get me started. Alright, the Arab nationalists of Egypt. All the Arabs have got together for Congress. We'll keep an eye on that, because we do have something in there. Alright, the Italian Federation, the Pope died, okay. Increasing activity of the suffragist movement. Okay, so this is women's suffraging, or suffrage. So we could do gain women's rights, promise something, do nothing, or don't they have enough already? Well, no, we're gonna, absolutely we support that. We're a modern Neapolitan German Empire. We're all about women's rights, that's cool. Alright, the Arab Congress. Let's see. So it looks like Egypt and Hashemite Arabia will lead the Congress with bitterness towards the Ottomans, of course. That's never happened before, ever. And we have a pretty good sized navy up here. Let's go ahead and get some admirals in charge here. Do that, and then that. This will be Caleb's battle group. Alright, the Portuguese colonies in Africa. So, ever since the end of the Weltkrieg, officials both in Berlin and Dar es Salaam have led their designs about the expansion, yada yada yada. Let's see, essentially, summarizing here. They would like to pursue an expansionist agenda, which would have problems with Portugal. So I could give them the green light, or I could say, no, leave Portugal alone. I'm going to actually give them the green light. Even though it's going to cost me some political power, I'm going to, you know, that's okay. Do what you got to do, Deutsch Middle Africa. Okay. Research. Let's get some more research going, y'all. Concentrated industry sounds like a good thing to get going. And we are in 36, so we still have our penalty, don't we? We do. We're definitely low on manpower, so we'll start with hospitals. Definitely want to get some hospitals up and running. How is our production going? Alright, there's Portugal being declared upon by Deutsch Middle Africa. They are an autonomous dependency of ours. Interesting. Alright, well, they're going to try to consolidate their African holdings. We'll see how that turns out. Austria, how are you doing? Work for the workless. Oh, you're going down the, looks like you're going down a communist, Poland falls to syndicalism. No! Why? Poland. Very bad. Very bad things. Come on, Poland. You were the chosen one. For once, you weren't going to get smashed between Germany and Russia. Then you had to go all syndicalist when neither of us are. More moderate social majority. Okay. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this, but there is a Socialist Republic of Italy. And then the Italian Federation, ironically, is a papacy. So that was why that Pope thing came on earlier, because it's kind of a big deal. And now I'm glad I put these guys on the border, because, well, now they're the bad guys. Oh, Poland. Revolution in Siam. There we go. Bummer. Alright, so these guys... Agriculture crisis in Middle Europe. So, it's the most vulnerable to turmoil. Junkers representing the land have asked for protectionist legislation and subsidies to their production. By imposing tariff on foreign produce, we will strengthen this import sector of the Reich's economy. Such a measure is likely to cause further damage to the economy of our neighbors, however, as they are greatly dependent in trade with Germany. The wheat crops in the Ukraine are particularly vulnerable. Do I want to promise help, or we must protect our own peasants? So that'll piss off Ukraine and Poland. Or... I guess I'll promise help and go right back in the hole. Oh, it ain't easy being like the Europe police here. Not good. Let's unpause. Trying to keep everybody in the faction happy at our own downfall. We just about have our liquidate unprofitable states done. Okay. That removed a civilian factory from 2 different things. So now we are going to start the Reichsarbeit in the 3rd. So, damn those nationalists! Alright, we got construction done. That's good. We'll start excavation. We are still in 1936, so we still got a long way to go. Meanwhile, I am going to flip you guys over to regular infantry. And then we're just going to drop you on that line there. Alright, white peace. Look at that. Dominion of India and Afghanistan have met a white peace. Alright. Speed 5. What do we not have a template for? Towed anti-air, that's fine. Alright, there goes low stability. Very low stability. Citizens leave for the Baltic. Oh dear God. After the Franco-German War, blah blah blah. Every street is decorated in black, white, and red. It's a celebration. The Turkestan Khanate declared war on the Alash. Alright. Well, good. So long, people who are leaving me. Right, we are still in 36, so... Let's see, I'm gonna work on better arty, actually. Alright. We'll move right along. Can't believe it's still 36. I feel like I've been playing longer than that. Alright. So we finished that, and that gave us a whole bunch of good stuff. Main thing is it took away Black Monday. So from a production perspective, it's going to help immensely. So now we could sell Ceylon. We could just get a bunch of political power, which I feel like is a good idea right now. Let's do that. Let's get a bunch of political power, because God knows we need it. And then we can hopefully... We'll sell Ceylon, and then we'll finish the Black Monday reforms. The end of American democracy. That's right. Told you this stuff gets weird in Kaiserreich. So surprising news has arrived from the United States of America today. President Herbert Hoover, whose administration has proven to be incapable of stabilizing the divided country and calming down the CSA and AFP militants, has invited General Douglas MacArthur to take the reins of the country with a junta of military men and corporate representatives. President MacArthur is a strong proponent of an iron fist rule and opposes both syndicalism and American pacifism. Large-scale crackdowns on the enemies of America have already been reported, which is freaking terrifying. So, yeah, these guys now are a military junta. That is pretty messed up. Oh, United States. Alright, we're almost back to normal. We got a very low back up to low. That helps on a lot of different fronts. Starting to get some more production going. Riots and protests in Rangoon. Yep, that's a thing. Kind of calm so far, but it won't be for long. We got these syndicalists in Britain and France. Alright, some more citizens leaving for the Baltic. May they find all that they seek, etc. Man, we got so many negative modifiers, it's disgusting. Alright. Liberia asked for protection. With the American Civil War in full swing, their former protectorate of the tiny Republic of Liberia has approached us with a request for diplomatic and military protection, as they feel the U.S. is no longer able to grant them. So we could say yes, and basically that pisses off... who? I'm not exactly sure based on that. Civil War in the U.S., that's happening. We'll go check on that in a second. I'll show you guys what that means. Yes, but grant administration to Middle Africa. We do not need... Yeah, I want to give that to Middle Africa. And then we're going to do the sale of Ceylon. Let's do this real quick, and then I'll go show you what's happening in the shit show that is the United States. Alright, so, in this mod, what happens is the United States starts to fracture. So now we have three different groups. We have the Combined Syndicates of America, which is basically the communists, the syndicalists. We have the American Union States, which is the paternal autocrats. The paternal autocrat. It sounds so peaceful, doesn't it, assholes? And then the military junta that is Douglas MacArthur and his iron fist rule. Alright, so the American Union States declared war. Hold on. Second American Civil War. So yeah, so there's basically now 4 factions in the U.S. And I'm going to explain some important geography for those of you not native to the U.S. here in a moment. The United Baltic Duchy just declared war on the Kingdom of... Oh, boy. Yeah. So, there's also now these Pacific States of America. So what happens is, it's important to understand a couple things. So one, Dominion of Canada, upstate New York, New England, all of that area here is normally part of the normal US, right? So they don't have that. Upstate New York is kind of fairly populous, but they don't have New York City. So New York City is one of the most populous areas in the US. Philadelphia is a big city. Detroit's a large city at this time. Chicago. So, even though this looks small, it's actually a very significant portion of the population of the United States. And then Atlanta's a fairly sizable city down here. Now, out west, you got Sacramento, San Francisco, LA. The West Coast is also populous. Even at this time, it's not as populous, but a lot of the people are focused up in this area. There's a decent amount up, like in the Virginia, Maryland area. Like Baltimore is up here, right? So Boston's actually in Canada, which is kind of weird. So look at, as you watch this, you'll see it's not, it looks like the U.S. has a ton of state, but you gotta understand, this is all very low populated areas out here in the middle west and western portion there. So they've declared war now. We can send volunteers to help the American Union State. All right. And I'm tempted to do that. Even though we don't have the manpower, I'm going to send the volunteers. And because the American Union State, they're the good guys here, right? Not the good guys. They're less bad guys. This is a military junta. These assholes are paternal autocrats. But these are syndicalists, so I shouldn't say they're the good guys. They're the least radical of all these groups. And actually, I really like the Pacific states. They're not that bad. Papal Enclave. St. Peter has a new occupant, so there's a new billowing of white smoke as the Pope is elected. Now we can finish the Black Monday reforms. Alright, we have given over control there. Hans van Sieck dies. Our Chief of General Staff, Hans van Sieck, has died today in Berlin. Our nation mourning. Afterwards, Chief of the Army could be seen whispering something to the Kaiser. I wonder what he is up to. So, we're going to go ahead and finish the Black Monday reforms, I believe. That's going to remove the National Spirit Groner plan. Okay, we'll do that real quick. Okay. Democracy prevails in the Philippines. The United States taught them well before they turned into a military junta. Alright, let's do a couple things here. Let's get our research moving. We are in 37, so we can continue pushing that industry. And also, we are going to kick up our lines here. We're just going to go all the way down like so. Cannot deploy. We'll do that and that. I only want to make not hundreds of them, maybe 30 and then 10 of those. Alright, so why can't you deploy? Insufficient manpower. Well, that's a real good reason, actually. We have exiled divisions because we were on Ceylon, so we'll move these guys. Where's another place I have land? We'll move it to the mainland over here. Alright. We're struggling our way back. We're at negative 81 now. So unpause and keep things moving here. Alright, more people leaving for the Baltic. You jerks. There's a war in the Baltic. What the hell are you leaving for the Baltic for? Yeah, Baltic War on Latvia. It looks like the Baltic Duchy is getting their butts kicked. Alright, we don't have the reparations thing anymore, so that was a bonus to production. Because we were getting some reparations from Russia. Our manpower just keeps vanishing. Haiti declared war on the Dominican. That's a thing. There's Haiti. There's the Dominican. They share a landmass. That shall be an interesting but small war. All right, we've finally replaced low stability with average stability. That's a big deal. That's really good to see. All right, we finished our Black Monday reforms, and now let's see. The Kaiserbund removes the national spirit, colonial upkeep, releases Morocco, releases Sierra Leone, Madagascar, Ceylon, or one currency for Middle Europa. Europa Mark, which grants production efficiency cap, gain a guy. I might come back to this. Thinking it's time to start working on our infrastructure. I could go down here to get the one of the research bonuses. We have the Imperial restructuring, which might not be a bad idea, actually. Let's do that real quick. Get the extra. We get a positive finally. On pause there. You need orders, so you'll go straight to Paris. Alright, the German people will elect the representatives of the Reichstag. Social Democrats managed to secure enough. The realist wing, led by women, Loness, will form a coalition with them. All liberal bourgeois parties, and all. Alright, so a new Reich's change in popularity, market liberals, authoritarian Dems, Social Democrats. What do we have now? Market liberals, eh? That sounds interesting. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? I don't know what any of this shit does. Alright, there's no formal government. So, we can appoint Paul von Lettow-Vorbeck, the Line of Africa, but demand concessions. Keep the current guy. Appoint... No. But demand concessions. So... Sure. Go for it. You've been appointed, sir. Okay. Moving right along. That's on pause. Uh-oh. This is bad. Well, yeah, that's going to be a thing. I'm fine if Wilhelm goes the way of the dodo here. I mean, Wilhelm's always going to be the guy at the charge, but I'm not. The authoritarian Democrats is what I mean. All right, so the Greece has just canceled a non-aggression pact with us. Really? French loyalists restore Mount. Whoa. After a brief French civil war, the old government of France's supporters fled to North Africa. Oh. Will it change anything? Erich von Ludendorff dies. Spanish elections. Peace rules in Spain. Oh, let's see. These guys are all sorts of syndicalists. United Mexican States declared war on the Pacific States of America. Well, that... Alright, fall of Washington, the John McClane exposed. John McClane. United Baltic Duchy. So Latvia was annexed. Alright, well. We will have to react somehow. The John McClane has exploded. Tragedy. So now the United Mexican States are at war with these guys. And as you see, the eastern part of... let's see... No, we're going to support Bulgaria. Inauguration of the Belgrade Pact. Alright, now... Let's see, I could organize the youth, Christian trade union, democracy, or embrace the... Interesting. Institute the... No. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to work on subsidies. We can modify our government, finally. I'm not sure if we want to. Might hold on to that for now. Keep that powder dry, as it were. We need more oil. They're delivering none because they're at war with the, all of themselves. So, let him go to Wild America. He will reconsider. Yeah, actually, go. Peace out. Adios. Deutsch Middle Africa. Yeah, you give me some of your stuff. Alright, and then research. Oh, so many events. So many events. Alright, we start working on tanks. And 37. Alright, so the Koreans. So we could send aid to the Koreans and piss off Japan. Or we could do nothing and make Japan happy. We'll probably just do... Sure. Go for it. Alright, so... Where were we? Where were we? Alright, subsidies for Siemens. Alright, that's on pause. Still have no manpower. Still horrible. As soon as we get it, poof, it's gone. Do we have anything that gets rid of that quenched manpower bullshit? Oh boy. Serbia declared war. What's with the Balkans in war all the time? It's true. It's true. Oh man. So who are you at war with? Serbia, Greece, and Romania, eh? Alright, so let's see. Add building slots, add infrastructure. Economic boom. Let's see here. Not sure which way I want to go here. Tempted to go democracy in Prussia, women's suffrage. We do restore the Bundesrat and end up. Don't know. Well, don't want to do the Navy plan just yet. Trying to think if we should do the military expansions. Military revival. Might be time to start this. Alright. We want to add a minister? Not yet, I don't think. Could add a weapons manufacturer. I'm gonna hold back though. We only have 211 political power, which I know is a fair bit, but I don't want to get too crazy here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying this, leave a, whatchamacallit down below, a comment. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Check out our Patreon and Discord link down below. We'll see you guys next time.